when they say there isn't going to be a dry eye in the house, that might not always be true, because we do have a problem here in our country with dry eye, and we have a specialist right here in West Bloomfield who knows all about it. Subject I know nothing about, but thank goodness Dr. Jennifer Shaba is with us. Doctor, good morning. Welcome to the Splash Live. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Dave, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I was amazed by your website. You've got an amazing website, healingdryeye.com, and a lot of really interesting information. But for people like me that don't know about dry eye, maybe we have it, maybe we don't know anything about it, get us started by telling us about the condition.
Sure. It's a condition that's affecting 30 million people, and I feel like those numbers are not even near where they need to be. People not even reporting them. But, when patients come in, they often complain of irritated eyes, burning, stinging. Feels like something is inside their eyes. And redness. Redness can be a big complaint. Nobody wants to have a red eye walking around, right? But that's a sign of dry eye, too. It could be one of the big signs. But it is a very frustrating condition. It's very, it can wear on you if a patient, their vision fluctuates from blink to blink. They feel like they can't see clearly. Not to feel confident in your vision is a big deal. And forming this center here is a place where patients can come and finally get some relief with amazing technologies we have here, and constantly changing technologies, but for the better.
Dr. Shaba, is this chronic for most people, or is it something that comes and goes?
It is a chronic condition. Caught in the early stages, it can really be more preventative. There's effective treatments that we can start patients on early, and they'll feel great. They'll feel more comfortable in their contacts throughout the day. Let's say their vision not fluctuating, but it is chronic. Like arthritis, I like to compare it when I'm speaking to patients. We can manage you and get you to a point where you're not even thinking of your eyes anymore. You can still wake up with a flare up, a stiff joint like people do, but not to have those fluctuations happening is why I'm here.
So, Dr. Shaba, it's really good to have you with us here, right here in West Bloomfield, to help people out that may have problems with their eyes, redness, dry eye, other things. Is this something that affects people more as they get older, or could it affect people of any age?
That's a great question. We used to think this is something that affects the aging population, hormonal changes, women going through postmenopausal, but it's not. We were made to be hunter-gatherers, right? Not to sit in digital devices all day. And so it can be, the stresses of these things are happening even in children, especially over COVID the past couple of years. I noticed it in my children. I have 3 kids, and it was, computers, iPads, they were staring at those screens, but, that's how they were learning, and that's something that they had to adapt and change to. So
yeah,
at 7 years old, I've seen.
We're doing this all the time. I mean, especially the kids, right? Is that bad for our eyes?
Anything we're doing, focusing, watching TV, anything that requires reading, for a while. So we're so focused. Studies show that we don't even blink because we're just so enticed in what we're trying to read. So taking moments to blink. What I like to do is teach patients something like eyelid crunches. So, ab crunches. I came up with eyelid crunches, not me, but my colleagues did. I just carry this on. So you just kind of close your eyes gently as if you're just going to go to sleep. And then just squeezing those 2 eyelid muscles together, not like squinting, but just like squeezing your eyelids together gently, and then opening your eyes. You'll feel moisture. What you're doing is squeezing oils out of your eye and into your tears so that your eyes are moist. So this is something, you can practice throughout the day, just practicing, blinking, closing your eyes, like how I was showing you. The eyelid crunches are really helpful.
Dr. Shaba, yeah, I imagine the environment has something to do with this too. Spending time in the sunlight or just the pollutants. Are environmental conditions impacting people's dryness in their eyes?
They really are. Pollution definitely, the changing. We live in Michigan. We have 4 seasons. So we're bound to have, allergies. So sometimes a lot of, patients think that they have allergies, throughout the year. If it's throughout the year, maybe you might not be having allergies. You might be having something underlying that needs to be treated and, looked at. But definitely, changing seasons, pollutants, there's so much going on that can contribute to this.
So did you, when you were a kid in like junior high or middle school, did you think you were going to be someday launching the Dry Eye Healing Institute? Or how did you stumble upon this career?
Entrepreneurial family, and so it's in our blood. We just want to go out there and help people and try to do what we can do best, and make a difference in this world. Really, all my life I've always wanted to be, something in this world that's going to contribute to society in a positive way. And I've always been into reading, just self-learner, self-taught sometimes, as a young child. But I definitely wanted to do something to, have people come here and find a space where they can be comfortable in discussing their conditions and not feel rushed. So it's a very relaxed environment. Everyone is a VIP patient here. And I really try my best to really listen to their concerns and address them appropriately.
HealingDryEye.com is a website. We just had it on the screen. Looks amazing. You're right here in West Bloomfield. Tell people where your office is and how to get a hold of you.
Thank you. I am here on Maple and Orchard Lake, right across from Prime 29, Big Plum Market. And phone number is 248-847-3372. We have online booking now, so from my high-tech patients out there, we try to accommodate, and everything is paperless. So when you come in, I like to have more face-to-face time with you so we can talk.
Dr. Shaba, thank you very much for being with us. We'll have you on again. Good guest, interesting information. Good to have you here in our community, and thank you very much for being with us here on The Splash Live.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.